Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
St. Francis County and the city of Deloge resolve a 5-year dispute. A new stormwater system in Leadington will address flooding problems, and a state representative receives an endorsement from the Missouri Right to Life. All of these stories, and is there any precipitation in our forecast?
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Fred Dawkins, and these are the top stories we're working on for you at this hour. The Deloge Board of Aldermen and the St. Francis County Commission have finally resolved their differences over revenue collected by the county from the city's Highway 67 tax increment financial district between the years of 2006 and 2011. City Administrator Greg Camp says the success of the TIF district helped spur the resolution.
What we were able to do here recently is, because the city was able to meet all of its TIF obligations way ahead of schedule. There were TIF bonds that had to be paid off. Because of us being able to do that ahead of schedule, it gave us some latitude as far as what we could and couldn't do with the money that comes through the city via the TIF.
Camp says with the flexibility, the aldermen decided a portion of the disputed money should be distributed to other taxing entities.
What we did is set up a 25% pass-through. So a portion of TIF proceeds returns to all of the taxation districts, whether it's real estate tax or sales tax. They're going to get a portion of that money for the life of the TIF. And the county basically said, if you're willing to do that, then let's just clean the slate, let's get everything knocked off the board, and we'll give you your money back.
Camp credits Commissioners Cramp, Mullins, and Burgess for working with the city to solve a problem that predated them being on the county commission. Well, now Dustin Kopp is here with a look at our first forecast. Dustin?
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. Another warm day here in southeast Missouri, and temperatures are going to be warm this evening. Right now at this hour, 91 degrees in Cape Girardeau, as well as in St. Genevieve and Fredericktown, 90 degrees in Ironton and Ellington, and Van Buren, 89. Pretty much the same as it was at this hour last night. And we're going to continue to be on the warm side this evening. Mostly sunny skies, 87 degrees at 7 p.m., 82 by 9, and down to 76 by midnight with clear skies. I'll give you more details on your forecast coming up later in weather.
Flooding on the east side of Leadington will be a thing of the past with the installation of a new storm water system. Mayor Troy Dickens says the problem came to head 3 years ago with flooding in the area of Chat, Donnelly, Weir, and Woodlawn streets in Leadington. Dickens outlines the project.
We're going to be putting all underground storm sewers through this area, and it's probably going to take them about 2 months of work here to complete.
Dickens says the city received a community development block grant that will cover $327,000 of the $400,000 project.
There were some remnants of something that was there before, but it's so antiquated and old that none of it was functioning properly. So it's a great thing for the city of Leadington to be able to replace this at this time and get this flooding problem behind us here in this part of town.
Leadington residents have been warned that the project may cause minimal disruptions of gas and water services during the installation. Farmington City Councilman John Robinson has received the endorsement of Missouri Right to Life in the August Republican primary for state representative for the 116th District. Now, in his endorsement letter, Chairman Dave Pellemans says Robinson is, quoting now, the only candidate in your race who will be an effective voice for the protection of innocent life. Robinson says he will bring a fresh perspective to the job.
Whether it's Jeff City or it's DC, you're in there too long and maybe you're mingling too long with the lobbyists, I think you lose your perspective. And I think there's a point in time that we need somebody that's been in the trenches, that feel what the people feel, that are going through what they're going through and understand, and that can come in with that perspective.
Robinson will face State Senator Kevin Engler in the August 7th Republican primary for state representative. Christopher Miller of Doniphan is the new prosecuting attorney for Ripley County. Governor Jay Nixon announced the appointment on Monday. Miller has served as county prosecutor 3 different times, most recently from 2007 to 2010. He is also the city attorney for both Doniphan and Naylor. Miller takes over following the resignation earlier this month of Monty Phillips, who says funding for the office was inadequate. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, can you believe a campaign sign so good looking you'd want to steal it? We've got that story coming up only on 18 Eyewitness News.
When you're looking for quality home furnishings, appliances, and more, look no further than Heartland Furniture and Appliance. Heartland Furniture and Appliance offers great low prices every day and 6 months same as cash financing. No hassle leasing and great customer service. With 3 locations to better serve you, the customer. In Doniphan, Dexter, and Piedmont on both sides of Main Street. Heartland Furniture and Appliance.
Sing a song about the Heartland. Sing a song about my life.
Oh, the blood of Jesus washes. Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. With the blood, it is my victory.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins, Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp, and Jeremy Martin with sports. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
This is the time of year you expect to see campaign signs, but in Reynolds County, there are fewer signs out for County Commissioner Wayne Henson. Back in January, Henson trapped a mountain lion on his property, so he thought he would use the cat on his campaign poster.
Well, I thought since I caught it, I might as well exploit it, and that was my purpose anyway. You see all these signs, these re-elect or help sponsor or vote for and all that different stuff, and it's usually just words on it. So I thought, well, if I could mix it up a little bit, might take the boredom out of just a campaign sign.
The unique signs have certainly attracted attention, but perhaps the wrong kind. Henson reports more than 20 signs have been taken since he first put them out.
It cost me a lot of money to get them put out because it was a little different. I had to have them made, and so we went about our business of putting them up, and they was disappearing just about as fast as I can get them out.
Henson says he has no idea why the signs are disappearing, if someone is just collecting them or a political opponent is just taking them down. The new outdoor group forming in Wayne County continues to move forward. Organizer Rick Thompson says the group has filed for 503c status as a nonprofit organization. They've also set up a checking account to accept membership dues and donations. Thompson tells 18 Eyewitness News that when formed, the group will cover all aspects of hunting and fishing in Wayne County.
It's to bring more attention to Wayne County as a hunting county. It's also to promote youth hunting and women and anyone that's interested in learning more about hunting in Wayne County.
Thompson tells 18 Eyewitness News that the interest in the group remains high, but a number of folks are waiting until the group is actually formed before joining in. He also notes you don't have to live in Wayne County to join the outdoor group. With the popularity of mobile devices and e-books, libraries are changing quickly to meet the new demand. The Ozarks Regional Library System in Ironton now offers downloadable e-books for patrons from its website. Library spokesperson Connie Reed in Ironton says any patron in good standing can just sign the user agreement and receive a username and password. Connie expects the service to be very popular.
People are already calling us and coming in and asking for library cards because they have different devices. They can use them on the Kindles and any kind of mobile device, the Kindles, the Nooks, the iPhones, the iPads, etc. So yeah, people are very much into this.
Now, Connie says if the publisher agrees, portions can even be burned into a CD. There are never any late fees with the service because the titles automatically expire at the end of the lending period. Based in Ironton, Ozark Regional Library Services provides services to Crawford, Iron, Madison, and St. Genevieve counties. Preparations are underway for the first annual Health Expo sponsored by the Poplar Bluff Chamber of Commerce. Chamber spokesperson Shannon Eck says the expo will feature health forums on a range of topics, offering advice and answering questions. She tells 18 Eyewitness News that they've got many demonstration booths as well.
We're going to have some healthy cooking, what you can get at the grocery store that is healthy, you know, buy this, not this. It's going to be the healthier option for you.
Shannon says there will also be free health screenings and a kids zone,
where the kids can hang out, have fun, and also learn about some options for healthy snacks or, you know, how to get some good exercise.
The first annual Health Expo is set for August 25th at the Bess Activity Center on the campus of Three Rivers College in Poplar Bluff. Well, still to come on 18 Eyewitness News, the role sex plays in asthma. Don Arnold tells us why some doctors are now calling for more female-focused research next in today's Your Health. But right now, let's check in with Dustin Kopp. He's in our Storm Tracker Center making another check of our Storm Tracker forecast, which is coming up next.
When someone comes in a Mineral Area's emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
Storm Tracker 18 Weather is brought to you by CNC Distributing.
Devastating tornadoes can destroy your home in just seconds. Are you and your family protected? I'm Clinton Bailey with CNC Distributing, and I want to introduce you to the best storm shelter anywhere. Our storm shelters will seat up to 15 people comfortably. They have lights and ventilation, and most importantly, they will save your family from the devastation of tornadoes. Remember back in the day about everyone had some sort of storm shelter, and now you can too. Let me show you how affordable our storm shelters are. Call me, Clinton, at 573-330-8869.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
And welcome back. The heat is on in southeast Missouri, and we're going to continue to warm up as we get into the weekend, as it's going to be a hot one and a chance of thunderstorms for your day on Thursday. Otherwise, we're just going to be on the sunny side. Here in southeast Missouri, it's warm out there. 91 in Cape Girardeau, 91 in St. Genevieve, Fredericktown at 91 degrees. We have a current temperature of 90 in Ironton and 90 in Ellington, and here at the station, a current temperature of 89 degrees with mostly sunny skies. Feels like 89 out there with current dew point 62, 39% humidity, and a south wind at 13 miles per hour. Another warm day is in store for your day on Wednesday, and we're going to see plenty of sunshine through southeast Missouri. This batch of rainfall will essentially move our way, giving us a chance of thunderstorms on Thursday. So for tonight, clear skies, low around 70, south wind 10 to 15. We'll see warm conditions throughout the evening hours, 66 for your overnight low in Festus, as well as in St. Genevieve, 66 in Piedmont, Van Buren, 64, 67 in Ellington, and Poplar Bluff, 68 degrees. Tomorrow, mostly sunny skies, high of 95. Some areas may be a little bit warmer than that. South wind 10 to 15, 95 in St. Genevieve and Fredericktown, 94 in Piedmont, 96 in Cape Girardeau, 94 in Ellington, and 95 in Potosi. The next several days are looking like this in southeast Missouri. Plenty of sunshine again on your day on Wednesday with a high of 95. A little bit cooler on Thursday and Friday. Thursday, however, chance of thunderstorms, otherwise partly sunny skies. Mostly sunny on Friday. Warming up into the mid to upper 90s for the weekend. Plenty of sunshine. Monday, 96 with mostly sunny skies, and 91 on Tuesday with a sunny day in store. So the weekend again is looking hot. We're going to see temperatures in the mid to upper 90s. 96 and 75 are your daytime highs and lows for Saturday, mostly sunny skies. And pretty much the same forecast for Sunday with mostly sunny skies. Let's check out your Storm Tracker weather forecast. More details to locate at froggy96online.com. Just click on the weather tab. Fred, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Dustin. And now Don Arnold is here with Your Health.
If you think asthma is a disease that impacts men and women alike, you're not alone. But there's a growing evidence that symptoms of asthma are very different in some cases from men and women. And some say treatments should be as well. Clark Powell reports.
Even though she's been dealing with asthma since she was 12, Jody Moore says it's never been as bad as when she was expecting her daughters.
It was way worse when I was pregnant. Yeah, it was worse than it had ever been, ever.
The fact that Jody's asthma flared to dangerous levels when she was pregnant is obviously a uniquely female experience. But when it comes to asthma, it may not be the only one.
Asthma in men and women is not the same. There's this general perception that, one size fits all for asthma, but we have found that actually that's not the case.
Dr. Jennifer McAllister is an asthma expert at Ohio State University Medical Center who is calling for a new sex-specific approach to asthma. McAllister says there is growing evidence that the same disease can affect men and women in very different ways. For example, under the age of 15, asthma is 54% more common in males. But after the age of 35, that changes. Asthma becomes nearly twice as common in women. Females are also more likely to be hospitalized from asthma and are more likely to die from it. Studies show they even report different symptoms, which could impact how their doctors choose to treat them.
By using sex-specific symptoms, then you may be better able to determine just how well controlled a patient's asthma is.
There are enough differences in men and women that many are now calling for the same thing. A new gender-specific approach to studying and treating asthma, not only for patients now, but for future generations as well. At Ohio State University Medical Center, this is Clark Powell reporting.
Dr. McAllister says that there's still a lot that we don't understand about asthma, a disease that affects more than 300 million people worldwide.
Coming up in today's Your Life segment, most folks know about life and health insurance, but what's an umbrella policy? Money reporter Stacy Johnson explains what it is and if you need one.
And coming up in sports, the Cardinals travel to Detroit to start a series with their 2006 World Series opponent. The Rams add depth to the defense, and so do the Blues, signing Barrett Jackman to an extension. These stories and more coming up in sports on 18 Eyewitness News.
Your Health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy of Deloge. We're caring for you and about you is our business. From taking time to explain your medication, offering a caring touch, to a full line of medical equipment, supplies, and diabetic shoes. We'll help you understand your options and assist you with Medicare drug plan enrollment with a comfortable waiting area, convenient drive-through or free delivery. Caring for our neighbors is our business. Your locally owned Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy just off of Highway 67 at the Deloge exit. When you're recovering from a traumatic injury, the last thing you need is an unexpected bill. Because most health insurers pay only a part of air transport, Archair Medical has a solution, the Omni Advantage program. For a membership fee of $49 per year, Omni Advantage guarantees you and other covered family members will not have to pay anything that your health insurer doesn't provide. In an extraordinary emergency, the last thing you need to worry about is cost. Contact Archair Medical or visit them on the web to discover all the advantages of Omni Advantage.
This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News with Jeremy Martin.
An intriguing pitching duel highlights the first game in the Cardinals series with the Detroit Tigers. Lance Lynn, who stepped up to the starting rotation after Chris Carpenter went down, is 10-2 on the season with a 2.42 ERA. He'll be facing the reigning American League Cy Young Award winner and most valuable player Justin Verlander, who's 6-4 with a 2.66 ERA. However, in his 3 interleague starts, he's gone 2-0 with a 1.57 ERA. While Lynn does not have the experience or accolades that Verlander does, he's quickly making a name for himself. Lynn is only one of 2 pitchers to have reached double digits in victories this year. He's allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in 11 of his 13 starts. The first pitch was scheduled just a few minutes ago. On the same day, the Cardinals will add 1 potential center fielder to the active roster. Their starter at that position will be set to begin a rehab assignment. John Jay, who's been on the disabled list the past month with a shoulder sprain, is scheduled to join Class AAA Memphis to begin his rehab assignment. The same day, Jay starts his way back to the majors. Skip Schumacher, who's missed 2 weeks with a strained hamstring, will join the big league club in Detroit, ready to play. At the beginning of the weekend, Cardinals general manager John Mozeliak offered that Jay's extended absence would influence his shopping list for the July non-waiver trade deadline. The Cardinals, who will also seek pitching, did not want to be exposed too long without more offense from center field. Schumacher, who was cast in a utility role with his experience at second base, offered a returning option for center field. The Rams are adding depth to their defense with the signing of linebacker Rocky McIntosh to a contract. The 29-year-old McIntosh spent 6 seasons with the Redskins and started 69 games after being drafted from Miami in the second round of the 2006 draft. He started every game from 2007 through 2010 and made at least 100 tackles each season. McIntosh was replaced as a starter in the middle of last season. And the Blues have re-signed veteran Barrett Jackman to a contract extension. The 31-year-old Jackman and the club agreed to a 3-year, $9.5 million deal that will pay the defensive men $3 million in 2012 and 2013 and $3.25 million in each of the final 2 years. A first-round draft pick by the Blues in 1999, who has played 10 seasons with the team, Jackman was set to become an unrestricted free agent on July 1st. Jackman has played 598 games with the Blues, tying him with Chris Pronger for 9th on the Blues' all-time career list. He played 81 games in 2011 and 2012, finishing with 1 goal, 12 assists, and a plus-minus rating of +20. And that's a look at sports. We'll be back with today's Your Life segment right after this on 18 Eyewitness News.
I'm Stacy Johnson. You know, an umbrella can come in handy even when there's no cloud in the sky. Umbrella insurance policies. That's what's just ahead on Money Talks News.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1-800-587-7095.
What happens if you're sued for more than the amount of insurance you carry? You could lose everything, but according to money expert Stacy Johnson, there might be a simple solution. Carry an umbrella.
Bad things happen to good people. That's why we carry insurance on our cars and houses to pay for damages that might result from our mistakes. But what if liability isn't enough? Or what if you get sued for something that isn't covered by a typical insurance policy?
We did have a client sued for slander. Slip and falls are common, and unfortunately dog bites usually are not covered by homeowners policies.
That's why some people opt for extra coverage. It's called an umbrella policy. And they're not very expensive.
The average price is about $1 a day for $1 million worth of coverage.
And if you ask some insurance agents, the peace of mind it provides is worth it.
I would absolutely say that umbrella coverage is for anyone that's interested in protecting their current assets and what their assets could become.
Umbrellas basically give you more coverage The minimum policy is typically $1 million and cover things uncovered by other policies. For example, if you're sued for slander or your dog bites someone. But even an umbrella won't protect you from everything. It might not pay for work-related wrongdoing. If you own a business, you'll need business coverage, and some policies won't pay punitive damages or damages from intentional acts.
Obviously, if you do something illegal, you're on your own.
Despite their limitations, though, umbrellas can be a cheap addition to an insurance policy, and maybe you can help offset the cost by raising your deductible, something that could save 10 to 20% of your insurance cost. Want more information? I've got tons of it about all kinds of insurance right here at moneytalksnews.com. I'm Stacy Johnson.
And as Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, just go to moneytalksnews.com.
If you or a loved one has been implanted with a pelvic mesh, commonly called a bladder sling, you may be entitled to a significant cash award. Many women implanted with this device have suffered discomfort, excruciating pain, and even incontinence. The FDA has even warned that pelvic meshes may cause serious injuries, including pain, scarring, infection, incontinence, and discomfort. If you or a loved one has been implanted with a pelvic mesh,
call the Rely On Group at 800-79.
Do you see news happening in your neighborhood? Email us at news@kdkz.tv.
It's going to be another hot week across the heartland. Came in this morning, Dustin, to Froggy 96, and before we started the television newscast, 75 degrees at 6 o'clock this morning. Unreal.
Yeah, I stepped out my door. I'm like, I mean, it was steamy out there, and it's just going to get steamy. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. As you can see, plenty of sunshine for your day on Wednesday, high of 95. A little bit cooler, though, Thursday and Friday. We do have a chance of thunderstorms on Thursday. Then we get to full sunshine by Friday. Saturday and Sunday, we're warming things back up through Monday, and temperatures could be near 99 degrees in some areas. So for the weekend, it's going to be on the warm side.
Come on and just push it and say maybe 100.
Okay, maybe 100
maybe
degrees.
100 degrees.
Maybe
Unreal.
100.
Unreal. Folks, thanks for watching. We'll see you tonight at 10 o'clock with more on 18 Eyewitness News. Until then, have a blessed evening. God bless everybody.
Have a good evening, everybody. News Watch is next. We'll see you tonight at 10.
Here's what's coming up tonight on KDKZ 18.